Think about a person you know who slowly stops replying to texts, starts skipping weekend gatherings, and eventually vanishes from your social circle entirely. Society tends to judge this behavior harshly, assuming it stems from arrogance, coldness, or a sudden dislike for other people. But what looks like a sudden disappearance from the outside is usually a quiet, internal transformation. This withdrawal begins when someone identifies a specific layer of human behavior that most people go their entire lives without ever noticing. Instead of trying to please the crowd, they begin to view their time and emotional energy as a finite resource, investing it only where they see genuine value. This withdrawal signals that a person has begun to prioritize their internal growth over their social reputation. Initially, social life feels simple. You take interactions at face value, believe what your friends tell you, and assume their words match their intentions. Then, you start catching the tiny inconsistencies everyone else misses. You notice a smile that never reaches someone's eyes, or you hear a compliment that carries a sharp edge of hidden jealousy. Psychologists call this pattern recognition. Your brain starts connecting social cues that once seemed totally unrelated. Once your brain identifies these patterns, it becomes almost impossible to unsee the hidden agendas operating in your daily interactions. This constant awareness is mentally taxing. Highly self-aware people spend a massive amount of energy analyzing the gap between what people say and what they actually feel. They stop accepting shallow attention as a substitute for real connection, making crowded, superficial rooms feel suddenly empty. The distance they create is a necessary response to a system overload, a way to protect their mental bandwidth from the weight of too much unspoken social data. The psychologist Carl Jung suggested that until we become aware of what is happening inside our own minds, we will continue to believe that our environment is entirely responsible for our fate. By watching these patterns repeat, you start to see that a person's outbursts or demands for attention rarely have anything to do with you. You are simply witnessing their own internal struggle with reality. You realize the person who constantly criticizes you is projecting their own envy, while the person who constantly interrupts you is projecting a lack of internal confidence. Emotional intelligence allows you to recognize these projections for what they are, ensuring they no longer dictate your own choices or reactions. You stop wasting energy trying to fix people who don't want to change, and you stop taking their emotional baggage personally. Choosing to ignore a provocative text or walk away from a circular argument acts as a powerful shield, preserving your mental space from the unresolved issues of others. There is a common myth that people disappear because they have developed a sudden love for loneliness. In reality, they have finally found clarity, a quiet mind free from the persistent noise of external expectations. Healthy solitude provides the necessary room to regulate your emotions and to deeply question your own beliefs, rather than blindly adopting the opinions of the crowd. This departure is rarely an overnight event. It is a slow, methodical pruning of one-sided, parasitic connections that takes place over months or years. To the outside world, the disappearance feels sudden. For the individual, it is the conclusion of a long, deliberate internal decision process. Their focus moves away from social integration. They begin to measure their choices against a new standard, whether their daily life actually aligns with their private values. Lasting confidence is built exclusively from self-respect, not from the temporary validation of an audience. Moving away from all the social noise allows you to finally step toward the life that actually fits you.